In Los Angeles, police getting some surprising help from suspects' parents, turning in at least 3 teens to officers in recent days after the department shared images of massive bike flash mobs ransacking 7-Eleven stores.
With all the publicity that we use the media on the flash mobs, that the parents had seen that and decided that the right thing to do was to bring the child in.
The LAPD says there have been more than a dozen of these flash robberies at 10 7-Elevens across the city since July, where mobs of young people flood stores, snag merchandise, knock over displays, and take off, typically occurring on Friday nights. While there are calls for more precise data, research shows Los Angeles is the most affected city in the U.S. by organized retail crime.
I think these individuals have been lulled into a false sense of security, into thinking that if they do it in mass, that somehow they may be able to just slink away because of the sheer numbers of perpetrators. And so this time, not so much.
The stores often left in shambles, requiring major cleanup efforts and becoming a priority for the LAPD, applauding parents who are choosing to hold their kids accountable.
It is interesting to hear that parents themselves were active in getting their children to be held accountable for those and to face consequences.
The minors were booked for robbery and released back to their parents.
When you engage in foolishness, you play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. And so I'm glad that these parents are modeling and teaching their children that every choice has a consequence. And hopefully this will deter these young people from doing it if they've done it before and the parents just didn't know.
All right, Emily Aketa joins us now in studio. So, Emily, what else is the LAPD doing to sort of get these robberies, which are very high profile because we watch them all the time on the news? How do they get them under control?
So I mentioned those several arrests, but police actually believe there were something like 20 to 40 young people that had been involved in this string of robberies over the last number of months. And they believe that some of those people weren't even from the area of the crime. So they're getting in touch with school resource officers, school districts across the region, and they're also putting out an ask to the public to bring forward any kind of information. They've already received a number of anonymous tips, and as we've seen, we know some of those tips, critical tips, could be coming from the families of the suspects themselves.
All right, Emily Aketa for us. Interesting story there, Emily. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.